Another resident, in expressing his frustration, told the congressman that the system of apartheid and slavery is still evident in Guyana.
This government, sir, appointing a few of us. If you notice how this place is divided, you see as one, but we now one. The government are using each other to divide us. And pick a few, give them a few pittance, and they turn against us. There's no development. All the effort is to destroy us.
Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Meanwhile, Government Minister Kwame McCoy on Tuesday was met with heckles as he attempted to defend the current administration after residents of Mocha Arcadia voiced their concerns to a U.S. congressman about victimization and humane treatment by the government.
For those who are claiming racism at the hands of the government, let us just think about whether the issues that are before us, may I say something, has anything to do with race versus what the reality is.
That was Minister within the Office of the Prime Minister, Kwame McCoy, who was at the time responding to numerous concerns of residents of Mocha Arcadia, located on the east bank of the Morara. Residents spoke to racial discrimination, victimization, injustices in the housing sector, underdevelopment, and inhumane treatment meted out to a large section of Guyanese by the current administration.
I would like to limit this conversation to the residents reporting to me. If persons could form a line, share with me your thoughts, give your expressions, and I would say respectfully, in the interest of time, so that other neighbors could share as well, please make your point and we can accommodate quite a few people.
After several residents had the opportunity to address U.S. Congressman Jonathan Jackson, Minister McCoy took the microphone, stating that although individuals are free to express their opinions, they must be truthful and accurate. Congressman Jackson then made it clear that he was only interested in listening to the residents and asked the minister to grant him that privilege. Residents of Mocha Arcadia on Tuesday put the Irfan Ali-led administration on blast during a public engagement with United States Congressman, the Honorable Jonathan Jackson. The congressman said the many concerns raised by the residents will be shared with President Irfan Ali.
I'll share this with my colleagues, the ranking member of the Foreign Affairs Committee, as well as the leader of the Democratic Party, and with my colleagues. And I will encourage them to come down here on subsequent visits as well to have an assessment. And I'll share with them, as was reported to me by the residents that came out this morning. But there will be change, and change is happening now.
Meanwhile, opposition leader Aubrey Norton and a team also met with the congressman, and during their talks, a number of important issues were brought up. These included the need for a more equitable distribution of oil resources and government contracts, as well as the predicament teachers and other public servants continue to face. Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Tiana, for your reports. After the just concluded Independence Day celebrations, trade unionist Lincoln Lewis believes that this year's observances have been taken away from the Guyanese people, as the elaborate celebrations are merely for the politicians and the optics. Daisy Richards reports.
On Monday, Trade Unionist and General Secretary of the Guyana Trades Union Congress GTUC, Lincoln Lewis, highlighted that activities for Guyana's 58th independence were not done with the ordinary Guyanese in mind, but was done flamboyantly for the politicians. He added that as time elapsed, decisions made around the independence activities were removed from the people of Guyana.
Independence belongs to us. Yes, independence belongs to the people. But over time, it has been taken away from the people. the celebrating of independence have been taken away from people.
He highlighted that democratic centralism still exists in society, as now across the 10 regions, separate celebrations are not allowed.
The flag raising going to be at Essequibo. They will tell you that, okay, you can't get something there that can compete with them. You have to go there. It was more a bottom-up. In the past, it was more a bottom-up arrangement. Now it's a top-down arrangement, where you are told now what will happen.
He added that the government now decides that it will control all independence celebrations, and this should be looked into and acted upon. Guyana's 58th independence anniversary celebrations were held on Saturday in the mining town of Linden, with the government blatantly disregarding the people of Region 10. According to the opposition, the Ali-led government failed to recognize and engage duly appointed regional officials in the lead up to and during the observances. Due to this, the opposition did not participate and called for a boycott of the day's activities, and from all indication, what was intended to be a national celebration of unity turned out to be poorly attended by the locals. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Thank you, Daisy. We will be back after this break. Stay with us.
We at SNL Electrical Agency believe that a good design begins with a great lighting plan, from ambiance lighting to statement chandeliers. Trendy LED fixtures, we've got it all. Layering your homes with lights is the key to creating spaces that welcome, comfort, and inspire. SNL Electrical Agency, importers and distributors of all electrical lamps, solar lights, cables, circuit breaker panels, AC units, and so much more. SNL Electrical Agency, 179 to 180 Thomas Street, Kitty. Telephone 226-3018, 223-1634.
Say goodbye to germs with a free Sterling Super Soap automatic dispenser. That's right, get free equipment and installation of our touch-free dispenser. The perfect amount of soap every time ensures clean and germ-free hands. Refilling is quick and easy with 4 amazing fragrances: coconut, sunflower sunrise, pink blossom, and citrus zest. Call us on 265-7403.
Guyanese are set to benefit from improved healthcare services countrywide. You will have access to specialized world-class hospitals, well-trained nurses, doctors, and other health professionals. The sum of $129.8 billion earmarked in Budget 2024 to create a resilient health sector is a mammoth increase from the $90.2 billion budgeted in 2023. Revenues earned from oil production support the fostering of a healthy nation through budgetary support for national development.
Thanks for staying with us. You are with the HGP Nightly News as we continue. During a recent visit of Susanna's Rust along the Demerara River, President Irfan Ali urged the women folk to engage in honey production. He promised to provide training and equipment needed. More from Carice Gonzalez.
President Irfan Ali, in a recent visit to several riverine communities in Susanna's Rust, located along the Demerara River, highlighted the availability of thousands of acres of underutilized land, particularly for agricultural purposes. The president stressed the potential of honey production as a significant economic opportunity for hundreds of residents in that area.
We want this entire Demerara River to get into honey production. Not only for the honey, as Aditya rightly pointed out, the wax to make the soap, candles, These are high value things and things that we can consume in the local market.
President Ali guaranteed the residents that they will receive the full support from his government in the areas of training, protective gears, and hives for those committed to the endeavor. He highlighted the pivotal role it will play in fostering sustainable economic growth and community development.
We want also for the women and young people to come together. We're going to train you. We're going to give you the protective gear, the protective equipment, and we're going to give you the hives so that you can start honey production and the value added in this community.
President Ali, however, affirmed the government's commitment to providing capital investment to ensure the success of agricultural ventures in the community. Reporting for the HGP Nightly News, I am Carice Gonzalez.
Thank you, Carice. Meanwhile, President Irfan Ali also promised to address transportation difficulties experienced by residents as greater efforts will be made to strengthen the village's economy. Daisy Richards reports.
President Irfan Ali on Sunday, during a visit to the villages of Susanna's Rust and Dora on the Demerara River, assured the residents that his government will be making targeted investments in their communities. As Guyana is on its way to becoming the leader in addressing food security locally and regionally, the president highlighted that each village must first become self-sufficient and playing a leading role in food production and agro-based tourism. He also stressed the importance of a reliable transportation service, especially for farmers and their produce.
We are already discussing the possibility of maybe investing in 2 cargo boats for the Demerara River so we can help the small and medium-sized persons to take their produce to the market, take it more to agro-processing. But these are the things that we are thinking about. How we can ensure that you are critically integrated in the system that we are building out for food production.
The head of state also spoke to non-agricultural developments taking place within the community.
If you look at the investments we have made in the last 4 years, we have spent more than $240 million. You have about 200 residents living in your community. And when you ask how resources are spent and how do you benefit, you may not see a direct cash transfer.
Dora, a community situated some 6 miles off the Linden-Sioux Lake Highway and approximately 20 miles from Linden, is bordered by low wood and the Demerara River. Villagers depend on farming, charcoal burning, logging, and sand mining for their daily bread. Although acres of land are at their disposal, much are not being developed due to lack of financial resources. The quiet community is home to about 300 residents who are still awaiting a reliable source of electricity, receive cell phone services from Digicel, and no police outpost or healthcare worker available. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Join us after this break for more news.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Number 1 world famous astrologer and psychic, Astropandit Ishwar. Astrology prediction is God's gift, passed down from generation to generation. He is specialized in the removal of black magic, negative energy, bad luck, voodoo, evil spirits, your worries, and here, special guidance for broken relationships, husband and wife disputes. Expert in bringing back loved ones,
business problems, sexual problems, children's problems, family problems, health problems, domestic problems, and many more. 100% warranted result. All matters private and confidential. Call or WhatsApp now for book on appointment. And all religions are welcome.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. The 3 remaining members of the Constitution Reform Commission were on Tuesday sworn into office. The members took the oath of office at the office of the President. Tiana Cole reports.
The members appointed on Tuesday were Timothy Jonas, who will represent the coalition of political parties, Kamal Ramkuran, the Bar Association, while Kioma Griffith will represent Christian organizations countrywide. Their appointment will take effect from April 2024 as it continues to embark on the long-awaited task of making consultative changes to Guyana's 1980 Constitution. Following the official appointments, President Ali said the simple yet significant ceremony represents Guyana's rich diversity.
Everyone here hold closely service to humanity and service to country, close to their heart because I know them all. And I know of their outstanding contribution in the different fields, not only the legal field, which they are from, but their contribution to society as a whole.
The President emphasized the importance of understanding the present cultural demands and what is needed to address the many challenges as it relates to religion and culture in today's society.
It's important for us to understand where our society is today as to the type of society that the population and the environment in which we operate in as a country will be operating in 20, 30, 40 years from now.
Also taking the oath were Dr. Mariah Christina Correa and Everton Singh Lamy, who are sworn in as members of the Law Reform Commission. On April 3, 2024, 17 members of the Constitutional Reform Commission were administered the oath of office before President Irfan Ali. The members appointed are Chairman Justice Karl Ashok Singh, People's Progressive Party members Mohabir Anil Nandlal, Senior Counsel, Gail Teixeira, Frank Anthony, Pauline Sukai, and Kwame McCoy. Members of the APNU AFCR, Vincent Alexander, Sherwood Lowe, Ganesh Mahipal, and Attorney at Law Nigel Hughes. Asadim Singh for the Labour Movement, Derek John for the National Two-House Council, and Ramesh Prasad for the private sector. Attorney at Law Kim Kai Thomas for the women organizations, Daniel Kanai for the youth organizations, Imran Ali for the Muslim organizations, Radha Krishna Sharma for Hindu organizations, Adrian Amaya for farmers. Justice Kara Singh was appointed as chairman of the commission. In August 2022, the Constitutional Reform Commission bill, which seeks the establishment of a Constitutional Reform Commission to review the country's supreme laws, was passed. Tiana Ko reporting for the HGP 93 News.
Thank you, Tiana. The Food and Agriculture Organization has launched its updated strategy for integrating biodiversity into the agricultural sector. This is in conjunction with International Day for Biological Diversity, which is observed on May 22. Carice Gonzalez reports.
Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, of the United Nations, in alignment with the International Day for Biological Diversity, has unveiled its updated strategy for integrating biodiversity into the respective agricultural sectors and is gearing up for several new biodiversity-focused initiatives. This year's theme for International Day for Biodiversity, Be Part of the Plan, underscores the FAO's pivotal role in this plan, recognizing agri-food systems as potent avenues for implementing scalable solutions for conserving, restoring, and sustainably utilizing biodiversity. The action plan outlines a broad spectrum of objectives, including assisting countries in executing and monitoring the coming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework, also known as the Biodiversity Plan, However, the FAO's new action plan is fully in sync with the biodiversity plan and encompasses the organization's Biodiversity Knowledge Hub, offering a comprehensive platform for accessing biodiversity knowledge related to food and agriculture, comprising over 350 tools, guidelines, and resources developed by the FAO. Moreover, by advocating for sustainable agriculture practices that protect biodiversity and boost ecosystem resilience, the FAO also seeks to safeguard vulnerable rural communities through collaboration with governments, civil society, and the private sector. Once fully developed and implemented, 3 projects will be allocated over $7.8 million and leverage $14.2 million in co-financing to achieve specified targets. All 3 projects will aid indigenous peoples in conserving and sustainably utilizing biodiversity, reinforcing their stewardship of our natural resources. Reporting for the HGP 19 News, I am Carice Gonzalez.
Stay tuned for regional news.
Not a single bar of service.
Not with us. Digicel officially has the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Ookla, the company behind Speed Test, recognizes Digicel as the network with the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Be it in Aishalton or in Eteringban, we got you covered.
Digicel, the award-winning network for every...
Make your home look great with sash windows from Gaffurs. They're fitted with 4mm thick glass, with a male and female frame that's easy to join. Comes with a built-in mosquito screen. You can adjust the opening for ventilation to suit yourself. And it has a safety locking mechanism too. Yes, Gaffur's sash windows not only look good, they've got all the great features that make them the best design in windows anywhere. Get Gaffur's sash windows for the perfect fit and finish for your home from the MacDoom Mega Store and Gaffur's outlets of Parika, Means, Land of Canaan, Rose Hall, Beatty, Kanji, and Diamond. Call 223-9896 for more information anytime. Gaffur's, the name you can trust.
Crispy, creamy, what a catch, so tasty. What a catch, with a caramel center. What a catch, and so much chocolate, ooh yeah. First it's crispy, then it's creamy, with so much chocolate, smooth and milky. And when you go a little deeper, you find caramel, ooh yeah. Oh, what a catch, you know we love you. What a catch, oh. First it's crispy, then it's creamy, what a catch.
Step right into the vibrant heart of Guyana with HGP TV's freshest series, Inside Culture. Dive deep into the pulsating core of our spirited nation as we unravel the captivating stories embedded in our arts, music, sports, and beyond. A journey to nurture your soul and celebrate our rich heritage. Join us on HGP TV, where Inside Culture brings you closer to the heart and soul of Guyana, airing Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. and rebroadcasting on Sundays.
Good evening and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. We tell you that the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, is urging countries of Central America, Mexico, and the Caribbean to strengthen preventative measures against dengue fever, as it notes an increase in cases in the Southern Hemisphere and the beginning of the season of increased transmission in the Northern Hemisphere. Dengue is a mosquito-borne viral disease that in most cases has no symptoms. However, when symptoms do occur, they usually include high fever, headache, body aches, and rash. In a recent alert, PAHO emphasized the importance of strengthening surveillance, diagnosis, and vector control actions, as well as preparing health services for proper management of patients. The countries with the highest number of reported cases are Brazil, Argentina, Peru, Colombia, and Mexico. More than 3,600 dengue-related deaths have been reported throughout the region. Countries and territories in the Caribbean have reported over 21,000 cases, representing a 5.7-fold increase compared to the corresponding period last year. We now bring you news from Colombia. Colombia's Constitutional Court denied proposals from the Finance Ministry to modify a ruling that struck down a ban on oil and mining companies deducting royalties from their taxes. In a move, the leftist government has said will force an increase in the 2024 fiscal deficit. The government of President Gustavo Petro has asked the court to delay enforcement of a previous decision, which said companies can make the deductions in 2023 and 2024, instead asking that deductions only be allowed from 2025, among other suggestions. The court's original November ruling struck down part of the law that prohibited extractive companies from deducting royalties from their taxable income. The rule was included in a tax reform passed by the Petro government as part of efforts to fund programs aimed at tackling poverty and inequality. And now for some international news. Argentina's president said he would apply a significant tax reduction if Congress approves a bill to reduce state intervention into the economy. In the midst of a prolonged economic crisis with high inflation, the president wants Congress to approve a package of economic reforms to boost investments. The president had hoped to have his sprawling economic reform package already approved and signed a pact with regional governors this month. That effort has been stalled by resistance in Congress, where he only controls a minority of seats. His reform bill ranging from plans to privatize state entities to moves to provide more incentives for business made it through the lower house the second time it was proposed and now needs Senate approval. It probably would undergo more revisions before a final vote. I am Carice Gonzalez. Thank you for watching.
Mocha residents blast government during public engagement with U.S. Congressman. Independence celebrations have been taken away from the Guyanese people. Lewis, remaining members of the Constitution Reform Commission sworn in, and U.S. Congressman promises change after meeting scores of Mocha Arcadia residents. Those are our major headlines for these stories and more. Please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Alethea Grant. Thanks for watching.
Interested in honoring or paying tribute to a loved one, or just making a loved one feel special? HGP TV offers you all that and more. Air your birthday greetings, death announcements, and wedding anniversaries on HGP TV today. HGP TV offers affordable prices, convenience, and great services. Call us on 220-3660 or email us at sales@hgptv.com.